Do you want to sit here or here? Okay, that's good. Hi, everybody. Good morning. We're live, right? Okay. Yep. Good morning, everybody. Here in the park and online. So we have a few people online. So welcome, beautiful day. And today I'm not going to be speaking much, but we'll have the meditation because I'm going to hand over some time to Esty because she has an exercise for us, a wonderful exercise. And I'll give some premise about it. One of the hardest things for us has been always, for some of us, most of us, we don't realize it, is to really truly love ourselves. That is because we have the self-critic whose voice is the loudest, right? So we listen to our self-critic more than we need to. And the self-critic is deciding how we behave, how we live our lives. And so it's a great idea to do this meditation from time to time to remind ourselves of who we are. What do the wisdom traditions tell us about this? I'll share that insight with you. The wisdom traditions tell us that what we are today is just one symbol, one single representation of the infinite being that we are. And so which means it's just one expression of you. You have infinite expressions. So you can start a new story anytime. You're infinite, just like the infinity itself. And the fact that you exist means that you're valid. Your existence is valid. Because if you did not exist, then you wouldn't be part of this existence, obviously. But what I was trying to say is that all that is, according to wisdom traditions, all that is not complete without you. So your existence is not only valid, it's precious, it's important, it's critical for all that is to exist. That's what the wisdom traditions tell us. And that was really an aha moment for me. And it takes a while to get it, but all that is not complete without you. And that is why your existence is valid and crucial and important. And so we need to remember that. And then also just to remember something really simple, that what you are today is just a single representation of your infinite being. And you can change it. You can redefine yourself. You can re-architect yourself. Right? Anybody wants to say something about this? All right. Nobody?
When you said it a little bit more eloquently, but being necessary, being here.
Yes.
Right? That's such a nice thought that without your existence, the world is not complete.
It's not.
That's a confidence booster.
It's just not.
Right?
Yeah, thank you for acknowledging that, because that was a very special treat that I got it from one of the Buddhist sutras, when he said in some of his sutras, he mentions this, that the all that is not complete without you. So the all that is needs you, your existence. And that's pretty powerful. It's a powerful statement. Having said that, how do we really recognize who we are? We go into a treasure hunt within ourselves. See, that's the fun part. Because you cannot be just this one person that you are today. How do you change? How do you re-architect? How do you reprogram? And so you go within yourself into a treasure hunt of sorts. And change your colors if you want. Create a new expression of your being. You're allowed to. Give yourself that. Right? I wanted to say something, but I'm forgetting. So I'll say it after, but I'm going to let Esty tell us what to do today. Esty?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So personally,
We can't hear you. Can you bring it closer?
yes.
Yeah.
So personally, I need to remind myself every day for the self-love. And I just realized how important is that. And I was thinking about we can like write a self-love letter to ourselves today, like at least with 10 things on it. It's no matter if it's gonna be like external or internal or some activities. Just 10 things what we really appreciate in ourselves and remind us like how wonderful we are, because I really think like every like people in this planet just wonderful, just we need to like figure it out the things ourselves why and we need to appreciate ourselves. So I'm gonna hand it around some paper and pen, and yeah, that was my idea for today.
That's great. And I think, Alexandra, you had some ideas about how to do this exercise.
I just brought some boards in case anyone needs it to use. I brought some boards, and I have extra pens, I have markers, and I have some very beautiful stickers if you want to put stickers on your letter.
So create the best love letter for yourself. You are the love of your own life. Just remember that. And one of the things that I was thinking about before I was going to write my own love letter was to be your own Michelangelo. You are your finest sculpture. So sculpt something anew. In this love letter that you write, sculpt something different. Now, when you write your love letter, it doesn't mean that you just write things that you love about yourself. What are those actions that are going to show you that you really, truly love yourself? Okay? So dig deep on that one, because sometimes we forget what are those actions that really show self-worth and, loving yourself. Sorry, what did you say? Right, sure. So you can write a love letter for yourself about things that you like about yourself. Great, wonderful. But what are the certain actions that will show that you love yourself enough to do it? A, discipline about meditation, bringing awareness in your life, decluttering your mind, reading, getting into knowledge. So write some of those actions that will also tell you how to love yourself better. Because I think we miss that part, right? And how to keep yourself motivated as well in this life. And staying comfortable is not loving yourself. Staying comfortable is being complacent. So bring some inconvenience in your lives, if necessary, mild to moderate or even extreme. Make it inconvenient for yourself if you need to go out and get it. Stop being so comfortable. So that is a typical self-love action. So I love myself enough that I don't want to stay comfortable. I'm just going to be inconvenient because I'm dreaming big. And when you dream, you need to dream so big. That's the idea of self-love, that your knees need to knock a bit. Your teeth need to chatter. You need to feel a certain amount of butterflies in your stomach. Dream big. So that is another action of showing self-love, right? Yeah. Does that make sense? Oh, no, it's not. It could be.
What is that Rumi quote about setting things on fire?
Oh, say?
I'm just wondering, has anybody here seen the musical Dear Evan Hansen? When
Tell us about it. Give him the mic. We want to hear that.
when this was brought up, Evan Hansen is a high school boy. He's attempted suicide, and he's been given the instructions to write a letter to himself every day, Dear Evan Hansen. And we go through the trials and tribulations of the musical, and it gets to the end where he's able to write himself, "Dear Evan Hansen, today's going to be a great day." Very accepting of himself at this point through all the trials and tribulations. Just because you're you is enough to embrace the day. And I just got sort of like that body buzz that I know at least David has talked about, where you just sort of like all of a sudden are like really in the present moment. And so when you brought this up, and I was thinking, oh, it's just like Dear Evan Hansen. We're going to do it.
Very nice. Thanks for sharing. Yeah. So I think David was talking about a Rumi quote. I don't remember, but it's set your life on fire. Seek those who fan the flames. Set your life on fire. Yeah, seek those people. That is typical self-love. Don't seek people. I mean, you can seek them, but don't seek them enough that keep you comfortable, that agree with you all the time. Find some people who are going to challenge you so you grow. Right? I mean, those are typical self-love actions. Discipline is a strong self-love action. Awareness in your life is a strong self-love action. So when you write this love letter, write things that you love and adore about yourself, but also those actions that will reflect you loving yourself. That's it. I need a pen and paper too. Oh, you did. Thank you. I have more pen. Anybody needs a pen? I have. I have more. You need? Okay. Everybody has a pen and paper? So everybody who is online, please go ahead and get a pen and paper and start writing this love letter for yourself. Who's that? Okay. So I'm going to give you guys at least 10 minutes because this is important. So everybody needs more time. So meditation is also an act of self-love. Giving yourself that time, right? Now, if anybody wants to share anything, you don't have to. It can be totally your personal letter to yourself. If you would like to share, you're very welcome to. And then we'll start the meditation in just a few minutes. And we'll keep our love letter in our mind and our heart today when we meditate. Okay? So does anybody want to share or not? No. Okay. Fair enough. That's fair enough. You don't want to let out your dreams before. Yeah, makes sense. What about you, Andrew? Do you want to share something?
I'll share a little bit from
Thank
here.
you.
One of the things I became aware of after I got involved in spiritual communities was that I wasn't really pursuing getting to somewhere, which is, of course, the American mentality and the self-help book mentality is that you're trying to get there, but it was more about letting go. So letting go of the old scripts and the self-definitions and the ways of doing life that maybe at one time served a purpose but no longer served a purpose. And I bring that all up because now that I'm in the process of moving and now I have 2 households worth of crap, and my brother is very good about being very neat and getting rid of stuff. And he instructed me to not even move. Well, he wanted me to just throw stuff away and not even move it. I said, I can't really do that. It'll be easier for me just to haul everything away. And he says, okay, well then don't let it into the house. Just put it in the garage and then go through it. And a lot of the stuff made it into the house because it was easier to just get it all into the house. But now I need to go through and be ruthless in letting go of all of this extra baggage. Like, I don't need 2 households worth of glasses and mugs. I need to get rid of them. And of course, for me, part of it is fear. It's like, what if I need these things and therefore then I have to go out and buy them? It's like, that would be the worst thing possible, is to have to spend money on something that I had and then I got rid of. And then that then goes to the fear of, like, around money and contracting around it instead of just trusting that the universe will supply me with ample and sufficient for me. I'll be okay. And so there's a lot of stuff all wrapped up in this process that's happening right now. But just to be mindful of that, really the path of awakening is about letting go. And then this will be a tangible physical manifestation here
That's
in my
good.
life these next couple weeks.
That's great, actually. That's a good reminder. Yeah. So I'm going to share one of my actions for self-love, and it is usually we say when we feel fear, we dispel it by distracting ourselves, or we just wallow in the sense of fear. So those are the 2 things that we typically do, and I'm guilty of the same. And so I'm taking a vow to myself that I'm going to sit with my fear and let it be my professor. Let it teach me something. And I'm going to remind myself that fear is just like any other emotion. It's just like love and compassion. It's an emotion, but an emotion that's reminding me that I'm out of alignment of who really I am. So my energy is not in alignment of who I truly am. So my fear is going to be, I'm going to use my fear as a fuel to power through and to remind myself that it is just an emotion. It is not reality. It is not the truth. It is just a thought, a fleeting feeling. But usually what happens when we feel fear, we sense to dissolve in it, and then we start to feel anxiety. And then we start to get angry, and then we start to feel guilt and regret, and all the negative emotion sisters come forth. And so what if you just let it be your professor and see what it was trying to tell you? So that's something that I actually wrote down because I need to work on it. Yeah. Yes, Linda, of course. Could you take because there are people listening online, so
Yes.
yeah.
So just a little synopsis, what came to my head. Dear Linda, I've entered a new journey in my life. I am now retired and able to focus on my wellness and well-being. The burden of work has been lifted. It is a gift that I earned. I deserve to enjoy and control my life. I need to remind myself through meditation that I am happy and look forward to what today will bring.
Yay.
And then what's uncomfortable is now is the time in my life is to have more deeper conversations with family and friends in a good way
Yes.
and share my spiritual beliefs.
Wow. Thank you. Wonderful. Yes.
I'll share something that I wrote to keep encouraging myself that when I look at something or experience something, that I'm the channel in which the divine is experiencing it. So that I can look at a tree or enjoy a conversation, that is happening. And also that my ancestors are enjoying life through me, and that they are enjoying the conversation or something I'm watching on TV, or when I'm dancing, that I'm dancing with my ancestors as well. And then the thought came, even my descendants, I am preparing the way so that my descendants can witness and participate in the life that I'm preparing for them.
Wow.
And so I need to remember that is what I'm doing.
That's pretty deep. Very nice. Thank you. I think she wanted to say something.
Oh,
Yeah. Yes.
I think I would like to share something
Yes.
too. So I feel like I had, and I'm pretty sure we almost all had some trauma in life. And when some of my traumas triggering me, I usually hurting myself. Like, why is this still there? And in this letter, except of hurting myself, I appreciate myself. I'm still working on that to get rid of them. So that was the
Right.
big change in this
That's
letter.
awesome. Very
Thank
good.
you.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Anybody else? Sumi? Sumi has something to say.
I think all of us, irrespective of age, gender, or anything, all of us human try to better ourselves. So we are always looking at how can we make ourselves better. But there are some things in which we are already better, already good. So that is what I think we are trying to address today in our letters. So when I started writing, I also told David that my letter will be a quick letter.
Oh,
But when I started writing that, yeah,
there's
I
so
kind
much
of,
to write, right?
not too much, but little more than what I thought I'll have. So that is like touching the good points that you already have. Yeah, once in a while we should do that, I think so. It's a good idea.
I think Sumi brings a really valid point. We forget our qualities. So just acknowledging some of our amazing qualities that make us superheroes, right? We all have one. So very good. Thank you. Paresh, you? Anything?
I mean, I think it was interesting how I went from like first talking about all the things that I liked, and I like what you talked about, pointing out the actions to validate that these are the things you're doing to show that. But then I went to like, okay, now here's some things that you could do more of, right? And like these are things to double down on, to like just to get even better. So it went from a transition of I really like myself to, or the things I like about myself, to like things that I can do more of. So
Yeah.
it was an interesting, it just kind of naturally happened as I started to write. So thought I'd share that. I don't know if anybody else experienced that.
That's awesome. Yes. Great. Anybody else? Harsh?
For me, this is a great exercise in reflection, right? So to kind of, if you want to increase your awareness, self-awareness, consciousness, I think any time that you reflect, I think it takes you that step forward. And so this was great for me. I also like the fact that you're writing to yourself. In a way, you're kind of addressing yourself in the third person. And if we believe that, as I believe that we all have a divine soul, and so in that sense, we are all the same, and that your mind, body, intellect, ego is different than yourself, just addressing yourself in the third person and addressing those aspects help a lot, right? And so to me, so this exercise allowed to do that. And the third thing is I'm my most harsh critic and judge, right? So to do this and kind of not pride, but with humility, what you like about yourself, it's a difficult exercise for me in some ways, but every time I do it, I feel glad about it.
Good.
So
Good. Very good.
thank you.
All right. All right. So are we ready to meditate? Okay. Do you want to give the mic in case it catches? Oh, just leave it there. Close your eyes. Get comfortable. Try to keep your body straight. And tune into your breath. Just notice your breath without any need to change it. Inhaling mindfully and becoming aware of the present. Remembering the present is where you feel the presence. with each breath, allow yourself to surrender to this moment. Letting go. Just surrender to this moment. Focusing on your loving, nurturing breath. Set an intention for today's practice to honor yourself, your life, and your journey. Feel your body now. Where is it holding tension? Breathe into any spaces where you may be holding tension. Relax your jaw, your neck, your shoulders. Just let go. And with each breath, you are more relaxed, falling deeper inside yourself. turn your awareness inwards. How do you feel emotionally? Acknowledge your emotions. Is your mind wandering, or is it rested with your breath? Be the observer. Acknowledge those thoughts, those emotions, but come back to your breath. You are safe. You are anchored. And you are loved. Inhaling deeply and exhaling mindfully. Find your stillness. Now call on a time where you put the need to be accepted aside and chose to speak up and express your true self. What did that feel like? Recall that memory. Now call on a time when you were proud of yourself. What did you do or achieve? And how did it feel? Now, remind yourself of a few moments where you felt judged, not accepted, or treated unfairly. Breathing through these feelings, allowing the emotions to surface. What could you have done to truly honor yourself and stand up for yourself in those moments? Rethink, re-architect. Forgive yourself for not knowing better. Forgive yourself for letting others' thoughts and opinions disempower you. And if your mind wanders, find your stillness. That is your anchor. Speaking to your self-critic now, affirm silently after me. I stand here in my greatness. I own my light. I own my brilliance. I am bold. I am courageous. I am perfect in my imperfection. This is my time. I'm bright enough. I'm old enough. I'm young enough. I've experienced enough. I'm wise enough. I understand. Breathe. Find your core. Ask yourself, what's my dream? Challenge yourself to play in the biggest field you've ever played in. You are the designer of your destiny. The author of your story. So write the story of your life. Your financial story, your emotional story, your love story, your spiritual story, the pen has always been in your hand. Flowing in and flowing out, finding your core, your strength, your stillness. Breathing in possibilities, exhaling all that no longer serves you. Breathing mindfully, taking a few moments to ask yourself, how can I celebrate myself? How can I nurture myself? How can I be patient with myself? How can I love, value, and honor myself? Breathing in and breathing out. self-love fill you with these deep, loving breathing. I will guide you out when it's time. Find your stillness through your breath. Staying present is an act of self-love. Stay present with your breath. And if your mind wanders, come back to your breath. grateful, allowing a gentle smile to grace your lips now and then. Staying grateful for this breath. Taking a few more mindful and deep breaths, start to come back to your surroundings. And when you feel brimming with love for yourself and your life, when you feel inspired, and when you feel complete, open your eyes. To love, light, and letting go. Namaste. All right, so that's it. I see a lot of smiling faces now. Good. If anybody has something to say, this is the time. We're going to miss Esty. It's her last day with us for some time. You never know, you might be back, right? Esty has come almost every week for an entire year and a half, right? You've been with us? A year, a whole year. So that's amazing. That's a great commitment. We love you. We love you. So anybody hungry? Yes? All right, then we'll eat and we'll talk. Bye, everybody.